Hello Blazers, welcome to episode 7 of UAB Green and Told, where we have conversations with members of the UAB family. I'm Greg Berry, Assistant Director in the UAB Office of Alumni Affairs. On this episode of Green and Told, we're sitting down with Bolaji Kukoyi, President of Dynamic Civil Solutions in Birmingham. As Bolaji will explain, his isn't a story of an Alabama kid choosing to attend UAB. No, instead, he came to a foreign place a great distance from home to be a Blazer.
And I remember coming out of the plane, the first thing I did was kind of kiss the ground. I'm like, yes, yeah, I'm here.
As he'll tell us, he put down roots in Birmingham and even ventured out on his own as he shared UAB's entrepreneurial spirit.
After I got my professional engineering license, I just felt it was time for me to jump out there.
And for Bolaji, UAB is his family. It's a major reason he stayed in Birmingham.
For me, this is family. It's a UAB family, and I connect back to the university on multiple fronts.
At the start of the 2019 academic year, UAB boasted more than 1,000 international students. It's a number that just continues to grow. But when Bolaji Kukoyi chose to attend UAB, things were a little different. And while more than 6,000 miles separated him from his home in Nigeria, he wasn't coming to a place that was totally foreign.
So I was 17 when I came to the United States, and I came here by myself. At that time, I had two brothers right here at UAB. So it was an easier decision for me to come to Birmingham, Alabama versus somewhere else.
Why was that an easy decision? I mean, even just for your brothers, you're going to a new country, you don't know anything about it. Yeah, your two brothers are here, but it had to have been a little bit scary.
Well, it was scary, and like I said, I was only 17 years old. However, just the comfort that you had two siblings in a particular city was, it was an easy decision for me versus, hey, I'm going to Atlanta or a different state.
How long had your brothers been here before you arrived?
One of them came a year prior to me arriving,
okay,
and the other one was here probably 4 years, but not in Birmingham.
Okay.
He went to school in Tampa, and then it transferred to Birmingham for medical school, I think probably 2 to 3 years prior.
Were they both studying medicine at the time? Or?
No.
Okay.
One of them was in UAB medical school, the other one was studying accounting.
How did you hear about UAB, your entire family?
I guess I give the credit to the first of my siblings that came here. So he came here on a scholarship from University of Tampa to UAB Medical School.
Okay.
And so that's how we in Nigeria heard about UAB.
You arrive in Birmingham as a 17-year-old. I'm assuming it's your first trip to Birmingham.
To Birmingham, that's correct.
What was it like? What were the emotions going through your mind at that point?
Well, so I flew into Memphis, and I remember coming out of the plane, the first thing I did was kind of kiss the ground. I'm like, yes, yeah, I'm here. And then just flying into Birmingham, the first sign you see, I think, is the Coca-Cola sign. So that memory is still in my mind. And then seeing my brothers, I've not seen them for several years prior to that, and seeing them at the airport it was great.
So you had a great comfort factor in having them here.
Right.
But you have to start school, and they're not going to be in the same class as you are.
Right.
What impressed you most as soon as you got on campus with the student body and maybe how accepting they were?
Right. I think it's the Southern hospitality. Just growing up in a city of so many people and coming to the South here, just everybody says hi. They may not engage in a full conversation, but at least they'll say hi to you. And so that was kind of inviting. Just walking around, and then we kind of got connected with different groups at church and stuff, and that was really awesome.
So you still obviously have a thicker accent now. How much English did you know before, and how much did you have to learn on the fly as soon as you got here?
Right. Well, I learned English from growing up because
Okay.
Nigeria, we're colonized by the British, so English is technically official language. So.
You arrived in the U.S. How long of a period of time was there between touchdown of the airplane and school starting?
Wow. It's been 21 years ago, so I don't remember all the details.
Okay.
I would say probably a couple of weeks, though. Right.
Bolaji had at least a little time to get acclimated before starting classes at UAB, with his eyes set on an engineering degree. It was what he had decided to study before leaving Nigeria, but it was a degree in mathematics that would be finished first.
Well, I actually started off UAB enrolled in the engineering program, but mathematics was a means to an end for me. I was offered a full scholarship with the department, and it was a way for me to pay for my college. And so I decided to do mathematics and engineering at the same time.
Okay.
So I was enrolled in the fast track program, which you had to finish your bachelor's in 3 years and your master's in 4 years. So the 3 years allowed me to have my bachelor's first in mathematics prior to my 4-year degree in engineering.
Okay, gotcha. And you overall have 3 degrees.
That's correct.
You've got the bachelor's in mathematics and civil engineering, those 2, and then you also have the master's in mathematics in 2008.
That's right.
When you were here, what was the biggest challenge you might have had as an undergrad?
Education-wise, or just life?
Either one.
Well, life, as an international student, you can only work 20 hours a week on campus. I think I was making like $5 an hour, so $100 a week. And so just life was challenging, and we had to fend our way through college. And so getting that scholarship was huge for me because it allowed me to have in-state tuition and helped me a little bit financially. And just getting just used to, it's a different type world. It's a little more stable than Nigeria. But we've been here before, back when I was a little kid. But I would say just the life, I guess. It's just different.
UAB is known for its diversity. You have a different perspective than a lot of people about that diversity just because of where you're from. Did you notice that right away when you got to campus, and how did you welcome it and embrace it?
Right, and UAB is getting better. Just going through college, it wasn't as diverse as it is today, but I think we're headed in the right direction. So that's one of my I guess wishes for the university, to continue to diversify its student population.
Being an international student in the late 90s, early 2000s, would Bolaji find it important to hang around with others who were also thousands of miles from home, or just to being part of the entire UAB student body?
For the most part, a little bit of both. We didn't live on campus, so I didn't get a lot of interaction with people on campus, but we spent a lot of time at the student center, just playing ping pong, the pool table, but also with our church group. We used to go to church in Hoover, and so with our church group was mostly Americans, but we had a lot of immigrants over there too.
So you spent your time here, you get out in 2002, 2003, and then 2008. What did you do immediately following UAB?
So I worked the entire time, so there was never a lag in, hey, I went to school and then it was time to work. So my entire years in America, I've been a working guy, I guess.
But it wouldn't take Bolaji long to progress his career. After this short announcement from the UAB National Alumni Society, find out where he'd find success.
Just a friendly howdy, y'all, to our alumni in Dallas and Houston. The UAB National Alumni Society is bringing UAB to you for a visit this December. Join us at El Phoenix in downtown Dallas on Tuesday, December 3rd, 2019, and hear Dr. Christy Lamack speak on the future of healthcare leadership. Dr. Lamack is chair of UAB's Department of Health Services Administration. Then, on Wednesday, December 4th, 2019, Dr. Patrick Murphy will present Building an Entrepreneurial Ecosystem at Seasons 52 at Houston City Center. Both regional events will feature networking and hors d'oeuvres. RSVP for Dallas at alumni.uab.edu/Dallas and Houston at alumni.uab.edu/Houston. Be sure to let us know you're coming before it's time to put the chairs on the wagon.
Welcome back to UAB Green and Told. Bolaji Kukoyi, a UAB alumnus from Nigeria, was about to take a big next step in his career. In 2007, he would found Dynamic Civil Solutions in Birmingham. For him, it was almost a no-brainer as to why he would turn into an entrepreneur.
So I've always been a risk taker, and I believe in myself a lot. After I got my professional engineering license, I just felt it was time for me to jump out there and do it by myself.
What did you learn from UAB that helped make that transition and establishing a business, becoming an entrepreneur that much easier?
What you learn from college, like college is not, they don't teach you how. The one thing you should get from college is that ability to think and be able to solve problems as they come. So they don't teach you the solution to every problem you're going to encounter. It's just one of the things I got from UAB is, just going through my different degrees, is the ability that challenges me to think differently. And so in my regular life today, I get different things coming at me, and I can actually pause and say, okay, let me think on how to best analyze the situation and what my next step needs to be.
Your business has grown through the years, and you've done quite well. You also remain with your company touching UAB. You're still connected. What kind of projects have you worked on around campus that you're proud of over the course of the last decade or so?
Well, yeah, we've been really fortunate to be involved in a lot of the capital projects on UAB campus, and that's really been very, very appealing to me. We've done a lot of projects here on campus. We were part of the visual arts, the School of Business, School of Nursing, Hill Center, the soccer stadium. I could keep naming them all. We've done a lot on campus, and we're excited to have my alma mater as a client.
Why is it important to remain connected to the university after you leave?
For me, this is family. It's a UAB family, and I connect back to the university on multiple fronts, not just from a client consultant relationship, but also from reaching out and helping the students and even empowering the students and staying connected with different boards. But it's just family. I just can't get up and go.
Are you surprised how much of a family it became for you?
No, because I think I got plugged in from day one, and I've loved Birmingham. I've been in Birmingham 21 years, and UAB is a big part of why I'm still in Birmingham.
Thinking back, when you moved here, did you think you'd be this connected?
No. As a 17-year-old boy, I just thought I was coming here for college, and I didn't know what the future held. And a lot of my friends come and go, going to the big city life, but I just fell in love with Birmingham.
Have you ever thought about leaving and going somewhere else?
No. This is home for me.
You are a passionate alumnus. You wear the green and gold proud. You're proud of the things that the university accomplishes. What is maybe the biggest accomplishment the school has had in the 21 years that you've been in Birmingham?
I think the impact that UAB has on the surrounding community. So I like to say without UAB, I don't think Birmingham would be what Birmingham is today. If you look around and look at the growth, I think a lot of that can be attributed to UAB being in the core of Birmingham.
You've been here for 2 decades. How have you seen the campus grow over those 21 years?
Oh, it's been dramatic. It's really dramatic. And we've been involved in the demolition of a lot of the buildings that I actually took classes in. And so just seeing those buildings kind of go down and the new ones come up, it's just a lot of emotions kind of running through.
Where do you see UAB going in the next 20 years?
I think just continue what we're doing and just continue to increase the enrollment and figure ways out to actually connect back to the corporate America. And so one of the goals I have, or one of the things I would love to see UAB do is, because we have a lot of industries now wanting to move to Birmingham, is to make sure we're actually developing the proper talents for what the business industry actually needs. And then also continue to diversify the student population and try to see what we can do to help more immigrants come to Birmingham. Because Birmingham, as you know, is known for some civil rights. So a lot of my friends and say, well, what are you doing in Birmingham, Alabama? And I tell them, come see. So I invite them over here all the time.
How do you sell UAB on a 17-year-old in Nigeria or somewhere else? What would you tell them?
It's a place where you can come and feel like you're home, and it's good people around here, and it's somewhere where you don't have to feel overly stressed out because it's not a huge city where you're dealing with too much with traffic and all that. It's just a breath of fresh air, I guess. Coming over here, and the school is great. The medical facilities are awesome. I mean, people travel from all over the world to come right here to see our doctors, and that's stuff we have right here. Children's Hospital, it's right around the corner. So we have like world-class facilities right here, on campus. So
the family members that you've had that have come to UAB, do they share that same pride, or are you just elevated in a different way?
Well, I think mine is a little elevated because I'm still here in Birmingham. Most of my siblings are in different states.
Okay.
My brother actually just moved back to Birmingham, I think about 18 months ago, maybe 2 years ago now.
Bolaji earned his BS in mathematics from UAB in 2002 and his bachelor's in civil engineering a year later. He would be awarded his third UAB degree in 2008, a master's in mathematics. Bolaji has found success with dynamic civil solutions and became the first two-time winner of the UAB Excellence in Business Top 25 Awards, being honored in the inaugural class in 2013 as well as 2015. Bolaji remains close to his alma mater, which begs the question, what does it mean to be a Blazer?
I guess I consider myself a big ambassador because I'm always wearing UAB gear. I'm always at the games. I'm the first to say UAB. But I guess for me, it's just the pride I carry, when I go somewhere and say, hey, yes, you're like, where did you go to school? And I'm like, I'm a green and gold guy all the way.
And that's Bolaji Kukoyi. You can learn more about Bolaji or check out other episodes of UAB Green and Told by visiting our podcast page, alumni.uab.edu/greenandtold. Be sure to subscribe to our podcast wherever you listen so you can take us on the go or leave a review of today's show. Have a comment about today's episode or an idea on a future one? Email me. We'd like to know at greenandtold@uab.edu. You can also connect with us on social media. Find us on Facebook and Twitter at UAB Alumni and Instagram at UAB_alumni. Just mention us with #GreenandTold. Thanks for listening, and until next time, go Blazers.